Hi friends, welcome to Knowledge Share. In this video, let us see how we can use MS Graph Toolkit People Picker component in SPFX. In one of my previous videos, I have shown you how you can leverage MS Graph Toolkit components in SPFX with limited configuration. I will include the link in this video's description. So why we need to use the People Picker component? The People Picker component will allow the end users to search for people, groups, I mean security or Microsoft 365 groups, and you can also customize the People Picker component such that by default it will search for all the people and users in the organization, but you can customize it to search only for a specific group or specific people, and much more you can do. You can even customize this component to match your organization theme, colors, etc. So now let us see the component in action, and I will also walk you through the code. Let me start with the package.json file. I have created an SPFX web part using the version 1.12.1, and I have also installed all the dependency modules which you can see here. And next is I have also configured the global providers and passed in the current context, so that we don't have to worry about the authentication or authorization. And the main thing is on the package solution.json, the permissions which are required for People Picker component has been configured under Web API permission request. So since I am going to show you how you can search for the people, groups, we need these three permissions: people.read.all, group.read.all, and user.read.all. This is mainly required, and without this scope you will encounter a access denied or authorization exception error. So moving on to the actual file. So I have created a TSX file called Graph People Picker, and here I have just imported the module People Picker from MGT React, Distribution, ES6 and SPFX. So why we need to do this, I have explained in my previous videos. Please go through it. And I have also imported a property called person type from MGT SPFX. So I'll come to this part later. First, let us see the rendering part. So I have used 3 times. The first is all users and group. So here I have used the People Picker to display all the users and groups, not display, to search for all the users and groups. So whenever you use this component, whenever you key in any letters, it will display both the users and the groups. So the type I have given here is person type.any, so which can be any group or person. If you want only the group to be displayed, then just select group, or if you want only the people to be selected, then just select person. Here I have enabled it for both. And placeholder, you can give whatever placeholder you like. And on the selection changed, which is once the people or groups are selected, so you need to do some business logic based on the selection. So what are all the data that you can get based on the selection? So this is the event that will be triggered once the people or groups are selected. So selection changed. I have created an event where I have just passed in the event. This event has attributes called detail, which list down a few properties based on whether you have selected people or group. Some may have common properties, and some of the properties are unique to people or groups, which I'll show in the later part. If the event detail exists, then I have looped through the selected users or groups, and then I have just displayed their user principal name. So second is I have just created a People Picker to show only the people from a selected group. Okay, so if you see here, this is the group. You can see the group ID, so which starts from A5BF, and if you see the members, so it has hardly 3 members. So the same ID is given here. So whenever you type any letters in this people picker component, only the people that are inside this group will be displayed. And the third one is to show how you can customize the style. So the properties to customize the style is already provided in the document. So let me show you the style which is implemented, and here it is. So inside the class custom div, so here I have used a separate div called the custom style picker, and only customize the people picker component inside this div. So that is the reason I have just mentioned this as inside this div. And these properties you can find in the documentation. I'll provide the link to the documentation in the video description. You can go through the documentation, and you can also go through what all the properties will change in the people picker. If you see the document, so they have provided a clean documentation. First, they have mentioned some introduction, and they have also given some example which you can also try it using mgt.dev, which is a developer explorer, graph explorer, where you can try with different combination. And they have also mentioned different properties. If you see the properties, let me explain you some of the important properties. First is show max, number of values. So whenever you key in the letters, so how many people or groups should be displayed. By default it will display 3, but you can increase the count. And group ID, as I said, if you want to display the users from the group, you can just give the group ID. Transitive search. Transitive search means that it will search the users even if it is inside the groups or one more level inside the subgroups. So that is called transitive search. Type, I already mentioned that you can mention the type whether you want to search the people or group. And selected people, if you want to load the component by default with a few people or few groups, means you have to pass in the people data to this property. And disabled, it means disable. Allow any email. So allow any email means by default it is false. If you set it to true, you can even make the user to type in the email address, and the selected email address will be available on selection changed event. So moving on, so these are all the custom properties which are available. So how the border should look, what is the border bottom, right, left and top, what is the background color and the border color. So only these properties you can customize it. This is the best practice, you can do it. You can even find the correct class from the developer tool and you can customize it, but that is not recommended. At any point of time, they may change the class name or they may change the rendering. So they may change how it is rendered. So better follow this properties to customize the control. And you can also use your own templates, how to display. You can, by default, if you didn't provide any templates, it will render with the default templates, but you can also provide your own templates instead of loading whether you need to show the spinner, or if there is any error, you can just show the error message, friendly message, error message to the users. So there are different types of templates available. So you can use any of these templates. And below that is the permissions required to use this people picker component. So as I mentioned, people.read, group.read and user.read. So these are all the required permissions. So once you have given this permission, make sure you approve this request using SharePoint Admin Center. That is mainly most important thing. Without approval, the people picker component cannot get the data from Graph API. And you can also see in the developer tool there are specific types of cache stored in your browser in order to increase the performance of the component. And the last one is you can even extend this control with more methods, like how you want to render the input, when you want to render the input, and how you want to render the search results, whether if it is a person result, how you want to render it. Complete customization you can do it using the extension. Now let us see how the people picker components are rendered based on the property. So as I said, I have used 3 times. So first is it will display all the users and groups. So once you click on it, it will display a list of users, and maybe if you want to type it, you can also search, you can also type, and here I have just typed in my name, so it returned more users. And if you want to search for group, so it will return the groups, because I have just enabled the first component with any, so it will display both people and groups. So let me choose some user. So once the user is chosen, if you see here, you can see the detail properties where it will be displayed as an array. So for example, if I am choosing one more user, and you can see two data, one is for Adelaide Vance and another one is for Lee Gu. Here you can see different properties for the users, so you can use any of the properties and then store it, and then you can do your business logic. Moving on to the second people picker component. So in this component I have configured only the group ID, so only the users from the group will be displayed. So when I click on this, it is already showing only the 3 members, and the group is also having only the 3 members. So when I try to search for another users, so it will just simply show it didn't found anything. The third is the custom component. So already you can see I have changed the background color, the border color, and when you type on it, I have also changed the highlighting color. So this is how you can customize the component. So this is how you can use the Microsoft Graph Toolkit People Picker component. In future videos, I'll be showing you how to use the templates, how you can extend the control with more render methods. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching.